Welcome to the Sleepy Scientist, where science whispers and curiosity slips into cozy slippers. I'm thrilled you're here. Whether you're nestled in bed, lounging on a sofa, or unwinding from the chaos of being gloriously human, this tranquil nook of the internet invites you to explore the mysteries of the sleeping mind. Tonight, we'll drift into the ethereal realm of dreams, where your brain spins tales as wild as starlight. From curious brainwaves to the secrets of slumber, let's embark on a soft-spoken journey to uncover what science reveals about the dreamy depths of your mind. This adventure weaves through the whimsical tales your mind spins while you're lost in slumber, with brainwaves dancing like abstract art and surprises that might reshape your view of sleep. I hope this journey doesn't keep you wide-eyed, but if it does, you'll gain a spark of knowledge, a fair exchange, I think. If these gentle science tales warm your heart, please nudge the like button, subscribe, or drop a comment sharing where you're drifting from and the hour glowing in your quiet corner of the night. Let's dive deeper into the dreamscape together. Settle in, take a slow breath, and let's wander into the enchanted theatre of your dreaming mind. What is a dream, you ask? It's like chasing a wisp of moonlight, elusive, yet dazzlingly vivid. At its heart, a dream is a kaleidoscope of thoughts, images, emotions, and sensations your brain conjures as you slumber. It's your mind's private cinema, streaming stories that flicker from absurd to awe-inspiring, terrifying to tender, often defying all logic. You might soar through clouds, bicker with a dapper octopus, or misplace your shoes at a reunion you swore you'd never attend. In that moment, it all feels impossibly real. But why does your brain weave these wild tapestries? Why does it paint such vibrant, nonsensical worlds while you're tucked in tight? Dreams are your subconscious at play, crafting narratives that feel like truth until dawn breaks. They're the mind's way of dancing with the day's echoes, spinning chaos into stories that linger just out of reach. As we drift deeper, let's unravel the science behind these fleeting spectacles, what sparks them, and why they hold such sway over our sleeping selves. Ready for the journey? Let's go. Let's drift back to ancient nights when dreams were mysteries whispered in the dark, long before sleep labs or brain scans. In Mesopotamia, dreams were divine dispatches, messages from gods etched in starlight. Egyptians consulted dream oracles, decoding visions of cats or soaring serpents with sacred scrolls. In Greece, Aristotle dared to muse that dreams might spring from within, not from celestial hands, a bold thought for his time. Yet the belief that dreams carried hidden truths endured through centuries. Enter the 19th century, where Sigmund Freud crowned dreams the royal path to the unconscious, unveiling desires and fears cloaked in cryptic symbols. A touch dramatic, perhaps, but it sparked endless, sofa-bound speculation. Carl Jung, Freud's once ally, wove a gentler tale, seeing dreams as bridges to a shared human soul, rich with ancient archetypes. These poetic musings held sway until science softly knocked, ready to peer beneath the veil. From divine omens to inner riddles, dreams have long captivated hearts and minds. As we tiptoe forward, let's explore how modern science trades scrolls for sensors, unraveling the brain's nocturnal stories with quiet precision while still honoring the wonder of those age-old dreamscapes. As philosophy's candlelight flickers, science steps softly into the dreamscape, armed with tools to map the mind's nocturnal wanderings. Gone are the days of guessing at divine whispers. Now, researchers trace the brain's quiet hum during sleep. Dreams, it turns out, are tethered to the rhythm of REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, where your brain buzzes with near-waking vigor. Eyes dart beneath closed lids, heartbeats quicken, and your body, wisely, lies still, locked in a gentle paralysis to keep you from chasing dream shadows across your pillow. These vivid, cinematic visions, think talking foxes or gravity-defying leaps, bloom most brightly in REM, though quieter, abstract flickers can haunt non-REM sleep, like half-forgotten sketches. Yet the question lingers, why does your brain stage these nightly spectacles? Is it merely biology at work, tidying neural pathways like a cosmic librarian? Or does it weave cryptic tales we've yet to decode? Scientists puzzle over this, noting that not everyone dreams alike. Some recall vivid sagas, others swear they dream not at all, though it's likely just memory playing hide and seek. The brain, it seems, doesn't always save its dream scripts for morning recall, leaving them to dissolve like mist. Still, the science is clear. Dreams are no mere whimsy. They're the brain's private theatre, alive with activity, stitching together emotions, memories, and mysteries. As we drift deeper into this quiet inquiry, we'll explore how these fleeting visions might serve a purpose, perhaps sorting the day's chaos or rehearsing life's challenges in a surreal, safe space. For now, let's marvel at the mind's ability to craft such wonders, painting stories in the dark that vanish with the dawn, yet somehow shape who we are. Dreams are elusive as morning fog, slipping through memory's grasp, yet they carry echoes of our waking lives. Why some recall a saga starring their goldfish as a space captain, only to lose it by breakfast, is a puzzle. Science suggests the hippocampus, your brain's diligent archivist, dims during REM sleep, leaving dream memories fragile, like petals in a breeze. Vivid nightmares or heart-tugging visions, though, often cling tighter, etched by emotion into your mind's quiet corners. The continuity hypothesis whispers that dreams mirror your day, binge a thriller, argue with a friend, or savor spicy tacos, and your sleep might spin a chili-fueled chase scene. Yet dreams aren't mere reruns. They're a canvas for creativity where logic takes a nap and your mind experiments freely. Paul McCartney dreamed the melody of yesterday. Mary Shelley birthed Frankenstein in a midnight vision, and Dmitri Mendeleev glimpsed the periodic table's order while asleep. These aren't flukes. Dreams let your brain play without rules, blending memory and imagination into something new. They're a sandbox where you rehearse, reflect, or simply revel in absurdity, all while your body rests. This interplay of the mundane and magical makes dreams a paradox, deeply personal, yet often nonsensical. That argument with a tuxedoed walrus, it might echo a real worry cloaked in whimsy. Artists and inventors tap this well, finding inspiration in the mind's unfiltered chaos. Your brain, ever the storyteller, doesn't clock out at night. It spins tales that might solve problems or spark ideas you'd never chase awake. As we drift through this soft-spoken exploration, consider how dreams weave your days into their fabric, not just replaying life, but remixing it with flair. They're proof your mind is always working, even in slumber, crafting stories that fade but leave traces, subtle shifts in how you feel or see the world. So tonight, as you sink into sleep, trust your brain to take the stage, directing a private show where you're both star and audience, free to fly, fall, or philosophize with a cloud, all without lifting a finger. Step softly into the hidden world of sleep, where your brain crafts a delicate dance far beyond a mere pause. Sleep isn't a single note, but a symphony of stages, a structure scientists call sleep architecture, graceful, layered, and quietly majestic. Imagine your night as a gentle cycle, looping every 90 minutes through non-REM and REM, each phase a brushstroke in a masterpiece of rest. Non-REM begins with N1, a whisper-light drift where you hover between worlds. Your limbs might twitch, as if tumbling through a dream cloud, while theta waves hum, lulling you into the twilight of slumber. It's fleeting, fragile, wake now, and you'd swear you never slept. N2 deepens the spell, your heartbeat slowing, your body cooling as sleep spindles, like tiny electric poems, weave a shield against the world's clamor. These bursts alongside K-complexes, hush car horns or creaking floors, cradling you in quiet. Then comes N3, the heart of deep sleep, where slow delta waves roll through your cortex like waves caressing a shore. This is restoration's cradle. Tissues mend, muscles strengthen, and your immune system hums with renewal. For children, growth hormones flow, sculpting futures. For adults, it's a cellular spring cleaning, vital yet invisible. Dreams here are faint, like half-remembered murmurs, lacking the vivid spark of later stages. Waking someone from N3 is like pulling them from a warm, starlit sea, groggy, dazed, and perhaps a touch grumpy. This deep sleep dominates early nights, laying the foundation for the mind's later theatrics. Each stage, N1's drift, N2's guard, N3's embrace, builds a rhythm that's as essential as breath. Tamper with it through stress or late-night scrolls, and the harmony falters, leaving you adrift come morning. Honor this quiet architecture, dim your world, ease into darkness, and your brain weaves its magic effortlessly, crafting rest that renews body and soul. As you slip into sleep tonight, trust your mind to begin this tender cycle, painting waves and spindles across the canvas of your night, preparing you for the dreamscapes yet to unfold in the soft, silent hours ahead. Now let's glide into the shimmering heart of sleep's symphony, REM, where dreams take flight, and the full cycle of slumber weaves its spell. Rapid eye movement sleep is the mind's vibrant stage, your brain alight with near-waking energy. Beneath closed lids, your eyes dart, chasing unseen tales, perhaps a dance with moonlit shadows or a debate with a chatty sparrow. Your heart quickens, yet REM-atonia, a gentle guardian, keeps your body still, ensuring you don't leap from bed to enact your dream's wild script. This is where vivid stories unfold, from absurd comedies to heart-stirring epics, painting your night with surreal hues. Non-REM's quiet repair work fades as REM ignites, consolidating memories and untangling emotions, like a poet sifting through the day's embers. Each 90-minute cycle, N1's drift, N2's shield, N3's deep renewal, and REM's theatre, repeats 4 to 6 times, a rhythm as vital as tides. Early in the night, N3 dominates, rebuilding your body. By dawn, REM stretches longer, spinning ever bolder dreams, which is why morning visions feel so vivid, so strange. This balance is sleep's alchemy. Miss a cycle with late caffeine or glowing screens, and you wake foggy, as if your mind's script was left half-written. REM's magic lies in its paradox. Your brain hums with activity, yet your body rests, a silent vessel for the mind's nocturnal play. It's a sandbox for creativity, where emotions soften and memories find their place, preparing you for the day ahead. Respect this rhythm, keep a steady bedtime, dim the lights, and your brain performs flawlessly, crafting rest without applause. As you sink into slumber tonight, picture your mind cycling through this elegant loop, from deep waves to dreamlit stages, each phase a thread in a tapestry of renewal. Know that REM is waiting, ready to unfurl stories that defy logic, starring you as hero, wanderer, or whimsical guest in a world woven from your own soul. Sleep's architecture is a quiet marvel, guiding you through darkness to dawn, leaving you refreshed, even if the dreams themselves slip away like stardust by morning. As you drift into the velvet embrace of sleep tonight, your brain embarks on a silent odyssey, weaving stories that flicker like fireflies in the dark. But why does it do this? Why does your mind, unbidden, spin tales of flying bicycles or long-forgotten faces while you rest? The question of why we dream has haunted poets, philosophers, and scientists for centuries, and though we've traded ancient scrolls for brain scans, the mystery remains a shimmering enigma. Let's tiptoe into one of the leading theories, the memory consolidation hypothesis, a quiet, elegant idea that suggests dreams are your brain's nighttime librarian, sorting the day's chaos into something meaningful. Imagine your waking hours as a bustling marketplace, your mind gathering an avalanche of moments, the scent of morning coffee, a fleeting glance from a stranger, the sting of a missed deadline, or the jingle of a song stuck in your head. By day's end, your brain is brimming with fragments, sights, sounds, emotions, facts, all clamoring for a place in the archives of your memory. Enter sleep, the quiet curator. The memory consolidation theory posits that dreams, especially during REM sleep, are your brain's way of sifting through this deluge, deciding what to keep, what to file, and what to let drift away like leaves on a stream. It's not just random noise, it's a deliberate process, a mental housekeeping that strengthens the connections between neurons, weaving new experiences into the tapestry of your long-term memory. This idea isn't mere speculation. Science offers tantalizing clues. Studies show that REM sleep surges after intense learning, say, cramming for an exam or mastering a new skill. Students who pore over textbooks or practice a piano piece often see their REM phases lengthen, as if their brains are replaying the day's lessons in a dreamy rehearsal. In one striking experiment, researchers taught rats to navigate a maze, mapping the firing of their neurons as they scampered through. Later, during REM sleep, those same neural patterns flickered again, as if the rats were dreaming their way through the maze once more. It's a haunting image. A tiny creature, eyes closed, reliving its day in a silent, inner world, reinforcing paths it trod hours before. For humans, it's much the same. Ever studied late, then dreamed of equations dancing with cartoon animals? That's your brain at work, blending calculus with whimsy, cementing knowledge in its own peculiar way. This consolidation isn't just about facts. Dreams also weave emotional threads into memory's fabric. That argument with a friend, the joy of a sunset, the anxiety of a looming deadline, they don't just vanish at night. Instead, your brain revisits them, filing the feelings alongside the events. During REM, the hippocampus, your memory's diligent scribe, hums with activity, linking new experiences to older ones, creating a richer, more connected web of recollection. It's why you might wake with a vague sense of having wrestled with something important, even if the details slip away like mist. Dreams don't just store memories, they refine them, stripping away the mundane to highlight what matters. But memory consolidation is more than a tidy-up, it's a creative act. Dreams don't merely replay the day, they remix it, blending fragments into new patterns. That's why you might dream of your office, but it's underwater, or your boss is a talking parrot. This reimagining may help your brain find novel connections, sparking insights you'd miss in the rigid light of day. Scientists suspect this process strengthens problem-solving and adaptability, letting your mind experiment in a safe, surreal playground. It's no coincidence that artists and inventors often credit dreams for breakthroughs. Paul McCartney's Yesterday Melody, Born in a Dream, is a testament to this nocturnal creativity. Your brain, unbound by logic, tests ideas, reshapes memories, and builds bridges between seemingly unrelated moments. This theory also explains why sleep is a student's secret weapon. Research shows that a good night's rest boosts retention far more than pulling an all-nighter. When you sleep after learning, your brain doesn't just store information, it refines it, making connections clearer, stronger, more intuitive. It's as if your mind, while you're lost in a dream of flying kites or arguing with a cloud, is quietly practicing, turning raw data into understanding. This is why you might wake with a solution to a problem that stumped you the night before, as if your dreaming self cracked the code while your waking self was off the clock. Yet this idea of dreams as memory sorters raises questions. If dreams are so purposeful, why are they so bizarre? Why does your brain cloak useful work in absurdity? Perhaps it's because the language of dreams isn't meant to be literal. The surreal imagery, those cartoon animals or underwater offices, might be your brain's way of encoding meaning in a code that's emotional, not logical. By stripping away the day's constraints, dreams let your mind roam freely, making connections that logic might overlook. It's a process both practical and poetic, a dance of neurons that transforms the chaos of life into something lasting. As you nestle into bed tonight, picture your brain as a gentle archivist, sifting through the day's treasures and trifles. While you dream of improbable adventures, a bicycle race with a talking cat perhaps, your mind is quietly at work, weaving memories into the fabric of who you are. It's a humble yet profound task, one that shapes your past and prepares you for tomorrow. The memory consolidation theory doesn't unravel all of dreaming's mysteries, but it offers a glimpse into why your brain spins these nightly tales. It's a reminder that even in the soft darkness of sleep, your mind is never idle, crafting order from the day's beautiful chaos, one dream at a time. As you sink into the quiet tide of sleep, Your brain doesn't merely rest, it spins stories, vivid and strange, that ripple with the echoes of your waking life. Why, though, does it conjure these nocturnal dramas? Beyond sorting memories, another theory whispers that dreams are your mind's soft theatre for processing emotions, a place where feelings unfurl without the weight of daylight's logic. This idea, paired with the notion of dreams as a threat simulator, paints a picture of your brain as both healer and strategist, using the cover of night to wrestle with your heart's tangles and rehearse for life's uncertainties, all in a realm where nothing is quite as it seems. Imagine your day as a canvas splashed with emotions, joy from a kind word, frustration from a missed bus, or the quiet ache of an unresolved argument. These feelings don't vanish when you close your eyes. They linger, waiting for the hush of sleep to take center stage. During REM sleep, the emotional centers of your brain, particularly the amygdala, glow with activity as if lit by a soft inner fire. This almond-shaped region, nestled deep in your mind, is the keeper of fear, anger, and delight, amplifying the emotional pulse of your dreams. Meanwhile, stress hormones like cortisol take a back seat, creating a safe space where you can revisit intense moments without the full sting of panic or pain. It's as if your brain opens a gentle rehearsal room, letting you face yesterday's tensions, perhaps that heated exchange with a colleague, recast as a surreal scene atop a slow-moving elephant. This emotional processing theory suggests dreams are your mind's way of sifting through feelings, softening their edges, and weaving them into the fabric of your psyche. This isn't just poetic musing. Science offers a glimpse into this nocturnal therapy. During REM, the amygdala hums while the prefrontal cortex, your logical overseer, dims, allowing emotions to flow freely, unjudged by reason. Studies show that people who dream after stressful events often wake with a lighter emotional load, as if their minds have gently untangled a knot. For example, someone grappling with loss might dream of a loved one, not to relive the pain but to explore it in a softer light, perhaps walking hand in hand through a dreamscape garden. This process, researchers believe, helps desensitize the emotional charge of memories, letting you recall events without being overwhelmed. It's like your brain is whispering, "We've felt this, now let's let it settle." Dreams, in this view, are a quiet counselor, guiding you through the heart's complexities without you ever needing to speak. But dreams don't stop at soothing emotions. They also prepare you for the unexpected. Enter the threat simulation theory, a fascinating idea rooted in our evolutionary past. Picture your ancestors navigating a world of predators and perils. Their survival hinged on quick thinking, and dreams, some scientists argue, were their mind's way of running drills for danger. In sleep, your brain conjures scenarios, being chased by a shadowy figure, lost in a labyrinth, or facing a test you never studied for, as practice for real-world challenges. These aren't just random nightmares, they're rehearsals, slightly unhinged, wildly exaggerated, but purposeful. Your brain stages these high-stakes scenes to hone your instincts, letting you practice responses in a safe, imaginary arena. That dream of fleeing a giant roller-skating duck, it might be your primal mind testing your fight-or-flight reflexes, ensuring you're ready for whatever the waking world throws your way. Evidence for this theory is striking. Studies show that people in high-stress or dangerous environments, like those in conflict zones, often experience more vivid, threat-laden dreams, as if their brains are on high alert, even in sleep. These dreams aren't mere torment, they're survival training, letting the mind explore worst-case scenarios without real-world consequences. For example, a student dreaming of arriving unprepared for an exam might be rehearsing the anxiety of failure, building resilience for actual pressures. Even in our safer modern world, this ancient mechanism persists, turning everyday worries, a looming deadline or a tense conversation, into dramatic dream rehearsals. It's as if your brain says, "Let's run through this just in case," staging a theatre of peril where you're both actor and audience. This dual role of dreams, processing emotions and simulating threats, reveals their profound utility. They're not just fleeting visions, but a bridge between heart and instinct, helping you navigate life's emotional and practical challenges. A dream where you're stranded on a crumbling bridge might reflect a fear of losing control, while also training you to stay calm under pressure. The surreal trappings, the bridge morphing into a jellyfish, or the sky turning to syrup are your brain's way of keeping the exercise vivid, memorable, even playful. This blend of emotional work and survival practice makes dreams a unique space, one where your mind can feel deeply and prepare boldly, all while you're tucked safely in bed. As you drift off tonight, imagine your brain as a gentle guardian, using dreams to soothe and strengthen you. While you wander through a dreamscape of impossible cities or face a comical foe, your mind is quietly at work, processing the day's joys and fears and rehearsing for tomorrow's uncertainties. It's a delicate balance, part therapy, part training ground, woven into the fabric of sleep. Dreams, in their wild, unscripted glory, are your brain's way of ensuring you're ready for life's twists, emotional and otherwise. So let them unfold, these nightly rehearsals, knowing they're shaping you softly, silently, in the tender dark. As you drift into the quiet harbor of sleep, your brain becomes a storyteller, weaving tales that defy logic, yet pulse with purpose. While some dreams soothe emotions or rehearse survival, other theories paint them as something stranger, a chaotic symphony of random sparks or a playground for growing minds. The activation synthesis hypothesis and the cognitive development theory offer a glimpse into this enigma, suggesting dreams are less about tidy narratives and more about the mind's wild creative dance, firing neurons in the dark to make sense of chaos or to stretch the imagination, especially in the boundless minds of children. Let's begin with the activation synthesis hypothesis, a theory as peculiar as the dreams it seeks to explain. Picture your brainstem, deep in REM sleep, crackling with random electrical impulses, like a radio picking up static in the night. These bursts ripple upward, stirring memories, images, and emotions in their wake. Your cerebral cortex, ever the eager narrator, scrambles to weave these fragments into something coherent, a story, however bizarre. According to this view, dreams aren't purposeful scripts, but the mind's attempt to interpret its own noise, that dream where your third-grade teacher captains a pirate ship with a chorus of talking ducks. It's not a coded message or a survival drill, it's your cortex improvising, stitching together random neural flickers into a surreal tapestry. This theory, proposed by J. Allen Hobson and Robert McCarley, challenges the idea that dreams always carry deep meaning, suggesting instead that they're a creative byproduct of the brain's restless activity. This randomness might sound dismissive, but it's oddly poetic. Your brain, unbound by waking rules, becomes a surreal artist, painting with whatever colors the night provides. A memory of yesterday's coffee blends with a childhood song, a fleeting fear, or the scent of rain, and suddenly you're dreaming of a cafe where umbrellas sing lullabies. The activation synthesis hypothesis doesn't strip dreams of wonder, it reframes them as spontaneous creations, a testament to your mind's relentless urge to find patterns even in chaos. Studies support this idea. During REM, the brainstem's pons region fires unpredictably, triggering vivid imagery in the visual cortex, while the prefrontal cortex, your logical overseer, takes a nap, letting the absurdity flow unchecked. The result is a dream world where logic bends and the impossible feels true. Yet this theory raises questions. If dreams are just neural static, why do they often feel so meaningful? Why do they echo our lives, our fears, our joys? Perhaps the cortex's storytelling isn't entirely random. It draws from the raw material of your experience, shaping chaos into narratives that resonate even if they defy explanation. This blend of randomness and familiarity makes dreams a paradox, meaningless in origin, yet rich with personal texture. It's as if your brain, caught in a storm of its own making, spins gold from straw, crafting stories that linger long after you wake. Now let's shift to the cognitive development theory, a gentler lens that sees dreams as a crucible for growing minds, especially in children. Young brains are whirlwinds of imagination, and their dreams reflect this, wild, vivid, overflowing with talking animals, magical flights, or castles built of candy. Children spend more time in REM sleep than adults, their minds spinning fantastical worlds night after night. Researchers believe these dreams aren't just playful, they're vital for cognitive and emotional growth. Like a painter experimenting with bold strokes, a child's brain uses dreams to stretch its problem-solving muscles, test new ideas, and explore feelings in a safe, boundless space. Consider a child dreaming of battling a spaghetti dragon to save a cloud. It's not mere nonsense. It's their mind flexing, weaving creativity, logic, and emotion into new neural pathways. Studies show that children's dreams are more imaginative than adults, often featuring transformations or magical feats, as if their brains are practicing flexibility in thought. This dream play may help develop emotional awareness, letting kids process complex feelings, like fear of failure or joy in discovery, through symbolic adventures. For example, a dream of flying might reflect a child's budding confidence, while a monster chase could be a safe way to grapple with anxiety. These nightly escapades build resilience, preparing young minds for the complexities of life. Even adults benefit from this dream-driven creativity. Dreams loosen the reins of logic, letting the mind wander paths it might avoid awake. Ever woken with a sudden solution to a problem, as if your sleeping self cracked a code? That's your brain, freed from daytime constraints, testing new angles in the dream world. Famous examples abound. Chemist Auguste Kekulé dreamed of a snake biting its tail, sparking his discovery of the benzene ring's structure. Paul McCartney heard yesterday's melody in a dream. These moments hint at dreams' role in problem-solving, letting the mind experiment without fear of failure. For children, this is amplified. Their dreams are a laboratory for growth, shaping how they think, feel, and imagine. The cognitive development theory also ties to brain plasticity. Young brains are malleable, forging new connections with every experience. Dreams, rich with bizarre scenarios, may strengthen this plasticity, encouraging flexibility in thought and emotion. As adults, we retain some of this. Dreams keep our minds limber, letting us reframe challenges or spark creativity. This theory doesn't claim dreams are only for growth, but it highlights their role in shaping minds, young and old, into something nimbler, more resilient. Together, the activation synthesis and cognitive development theories offer a dual vision of dreams, one as a chaotic, creative response to neural static, the other as a vital tool for mental growth. They don't solve the mystery entirely. Dreams remain a kaleidoscope of purpose and play, but they remind us of the mind's boundless ingenuity. As you slip into sleep tonight, picture your brain as both artist and apprentice, spinning tales from random sparks or sculpting new pathways in the dark. Whether you dream of pirate ducks or soaring skies, know your mind is at work, weaving chaos into wonder, stretching your imagination, and quietly shaping who you'll be when dawn breaks. As you drift into the quiet sea of sleep, your mind unfurls a secret theater, staging stories that shimmer with emotion and defy the rules of day. Ever wondered which corners of your brain conjure that dream, where you're fleeing a shadowy figure through a glowing forest, heart pounding with inexplicable urgency? Or why your sleeping self feels such vivid fear, joy, or longing in a world that isn't real? The answer lies in a delicate dance of neural players with two stars taking center stage, the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala. These regions, in their nocturnal interplay, shape the wild emotional tapestry of your dreams, crafting a space where logic softens and feelings reign supreme. Let's begin with the prefrontal cortex, the mind's steady hand by day. Picture it as the wise librarian of your waking life, shelving thoughts with precision, planning your next move, and whispering, "Perhaps don't send that impulsive text." It's the seat of reason, decision-making, and impulse control, keeping your actions tethered to reality. But when you slip into REM sleep, this diligent overseer dims its lights, taking a well-earned rest. Its quiet retreat is no small thing. It's the key to dreams' untamed nature. Without the prefrontal cortex's firm grip, the boundaries of logic dissolve, and your mind becomes a playground of possibility. Suddenly, you're debating philosophy with a talking fox, or strolling through a city made of glass, utterly convinced it all makes sense. This loosening of reason lets dreams weave their surreal magic, blending ideas and images in ways your waking self would dismiss as absurd. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, a specific region tied to self-awareness and critical judgment, is particularly subdued during REM. This explains why you rarely question the dream world's oddities, why you accept, without a blink, that your childhood home now floats on a cloud or that your boss is a mermaid. In waking life, this region would raise an eyebrow, nudging you to spot inconsistencies. But in dreams, its silence allows the impossible to feel true, creating a fluid, boundaryless world where anything can happen. This lack of oversight isn't a flaw, it's a feature, freeing your mind to explore without the constraints of reality. It's as if the prefrontal cortex steps off stage, handing the spotlight to the heart's wilder impulses. Enter the amygdala, the brain's emotional maestro, tucked deep in its primal core. This almond-shaped nugget is the keeper of your strongest feelings, fear, anger, pleasure, amplifying the moments that make your heart race or your chest tighten. During REM sleep, the amygdala lights up like a lantern, casting an emotional glow over your dreams. It's the reason your dream self feels such raw intensity, whether you're soaring with joy over a starlit sea or trembling as a shadowy figure looms. That dream where you're chased through an airport by a figure cloaked in memory? Thank the amygdala for dialing up the fear, making it feel as vivid as any waking threat. Its heightened activity ensures dreams aren't just images, they're experiences, saturated with emotion that lingers long after you wake. What's remarkable is how the amygdala operates in REM's safe haven. While it amplifies emotions, the brain's stress response, cortisol, adrenaline, stays hushed, creating a unique space where you can feel deeply without real-world consequences. You might dream of falling from a cliff, heart-pounding, yet wake unscathed, the fear softened by morning's light. This low-stakes environment lets your brain revisit intense moments, say, an argument or a moment of loss, in a way that's cathartic, not crippling. It's as if the amygdala stages a dress rehearsal for your emotions, letting you process feelings without the full weight of reality. This balance makes dreams a powerful tool for emotional resilience, a place where your mind can wrestle with pain or savor joy in a gentle, protected space. The interplay between the prefrontal cortex and amygdala is a quiet marvel. With logic on pause, the amygdala's emotional brushstrokes paint your dreams in bold, vivid hues. This dynamic explains why dreams often feel so urgent, so real, even when their plots unravel into nonsense. A dream of losing someone dear might leave you waking with tears, not because it happened, but because the amygdala made the loss feel true. Conversely, a dream of flying over mountains might spark a surge of joy, as if you've tasted freedom itself. These emotions aren't random, they're drawn from your life, refracted through the dream world's strange lens, amplified by the amygdala's fervent glow. This neural dance also sheds light on why dreams can feel so personal, even when they're absurd. The amygdala doesn't invent emotions, it pulls from your lived experience, weaving yesterday's worries or joys into tonight's visions. That airport chase might echo a real moment of stress, cloaked in surreal symbols. The prefrontal cortex's absence lets these symbols run wild, unjudged, creating a dream that's both deeply you and utterly alien. It's a paradox. Dreams are rooted in your reality, yet freed from its rules, thanks to this delicate balance of brain regions. As you settle into sleep tonight, picture your prefrontal cortex bowing out, leaving the stage to the amygdala's passionate performance. While you wander through a dreamscape of glowing forests or fleeting fears, know your brain is crafting a world where emotions take wing, unmoored from reason. This interplay, logic's retreat, feelings rise, makes dreams a unique space, a theater where your heart can sing, weep, or soar without consequence. It's a quiet gift, this nocturnal freedom, letting you explore the depths of your soul in the soft, safe dark, guided by the amygdala's glow and the prefrontal cortex's gentle silence. As you slip into the velvet folds of sleep, your brain transforms into a silent filmmaker, crafting vivid scenes that shimmer with memory and vision. Ever wondered why your dreams feel like movies, complete with sprawling landscapes or fleeting glimpses of familiar faces, even as your eyes remain closed? The answer lies in a quiet collaboration between two neural artists, the hippocampus and the occipital lobe. These regions, deep in the theatre of your mind, weave the raw materials of your dreams, pulling threads from your past and painting them with vibrant imagery, creating a world that feels real, even as it dances beyond reality's grasp. Let's start with the hippocampus, your brain's gentle librarian, tucked away in the medial temporal lobe. By day, it's a meticulous curator, cataloguing every moment: your morning walk, the melodies stuck in your head, the fleeting smile of a stranger. It's the keeper of your memories, both the mundane and the profound, organizing them into a rich tapestry that shapes who you are. In sleep, particularly during REM, the hippocampus doesn't rest. It hums softly, retrieving fragments of your life to weave into your dreams. That restaurant you passed yesterday, now a glowing dreamscape cafe? Or your childhood teacher, suddenly a karate master in a surreal dojo? The hippocampus is the source, pulling these familiar elements from its archives to populate your nocturnal stories. But the hippocampus isn't fully awake during REM, and this half-light state is key to dreams' elusive nature. Its activity is muted, not as sharp as when you're recalling a phone number or retracing your steps. This dimmed focus is why dream memories are so slippery. Vivid one moment, gone by the time you brush your teeth. The hippocampus might offer up a place or face, but the details blur, leaving you with fragments, the mood of a dream, a fleeting image, or a nagging sense of something important. This partial engagement explains why you might wake remembering a conversation with a long-lost friend, but the words dissolve like mist. It's as if the hippocampus opens its filing cabinet, but the lights are low, letting only shadows spill into your dreams. This selective recall shapes the dream world's texture. The hippocampus doesn't just replay memories, it remixes them, blending yesterday's lunch with a childhood playground or a snippet of a song into something new. That dream where you're navigating a city that's half your hometown, half a sci-fi metropolis? It's the hippocampus at play, stitching together familiar threads in unfamiliar ways. This creative recombination may help strengthen memories, linking new experiences to old ones, building a richer mental map. Scientists believe this process aids memory consolidation, ensuring that the day's moments, both trivial and vital, find their place in your mind's archive, even if the dream itself fades by dawn. Now let's turn to the occipital lobe, the brain's visual artist, nestled at the back of your skull. This region is your primary visual processing center, the maestro behind every sunset you've marveled at or face you've recognized. During REM sleep, it lights up with startling intensity, crafting the vivid imagery that makes dreams feel like private films. Even with your eyes closed, the occipital lobe paints sprawling dreamscapes, jagged mountains, glowing oceans, or a staircase that spirals into the stars. It's why dreams are so visual, so immersive, even when they defy logic. A city might shimmer with impossible colors, or a familiar room might twist into something strange, all thanks to the occipital lobe's tireless creativity. This visual prowess is remarkable. Even people blind from birth experience rich sensory dreams, soundscapes, tactile worlds, or spatial adventures, showing the brain's ability to craft vivid experiences without external input. For those with sight, the occipital lobe turns dreams into cinematic spectacles, complete with shifting scenes and surreal lighting. That dream where you're wandering a forest that glows like stained glass, or where the sky shifts from violet to gold. It's the occipital lobe working overtime, creating a visual feast from memory and imagination. Its activity during REM is so intense, it rivals waking perception, making dreams feel as real as the world outside your window. The interplay between the hippocampus and occipital lobe is a quiet marvel. The hippocampus supplies the raw materials, snippets of your life, places, people, moments, while the occipital lobe transforms them into vibrant, moving pictures. Together they create dreams that feel both deeply personal and utterly alien. That cafe from your walk might become a stage for a conversation with a long-gone relative, rendered in colors no painter could match. The hippocampus provides the script's outline, but the occipital lobe directs the visuals, turning memories into art. This collaboration explains why dreams often feel like a blend of the familiar and the fantastical, a house you know, but with doors that lead to nowhere. This partnership also hints at why dreams are so hard to hold. The hippocampus's muted role means dream memories don't stick like waking ones, slipping away as the occipital lobe's vivid images fade. Yet, when a dream does linger, say a haunting scene or a joyful flight, it's often because the emotional weight, tied to other brain regions, anchors it. The hippocampus and occipital lobe don't work alone. They're part of a larger neural orchestra, crafting dreams that are as fleeting as they are vivid. As you nestle into sleep tonight, picture the hippocampus and occipital lobe as quiet artisans, weaving your life's moments into a visual symphony. While you wander through a dream city or soar over a glowing sea, know your brain is painting with memory and light, creating worlds that vanish with dawn but leave subtle traces. These regions, memory's keeper and vision's artist, make dreams a bridge between your past and your imagination, a fleeting gift spun in the dark. Let them work their magic, knowing each image, each scene, is a testament to your mind's boundless creativity, alive even in the softest hours of night. As you surrender to the gentle pull of sleep, your brain transforms into a silent stage where stories unfold in a flicker of neural light. Ever wondered why your dream self can sprint through endless fields or dance with a moonlit shadow, yet your body lies still? Or how the vivid imagery of your dreams sparks to life as if conjured by an unseen director? The answer lies in a delicate interplay of neural players, the pons, igniting bursts of dream imagery through PGO waves, and the motor cortex, choreographing your dream world actions while your body rests in a protective pause. Together they weave the vibrant, fleeting magic of your dreams, a nocturnal symphony spun in the dark. Let's begin with PGO waves, a curious phenomenon named for their journey through the brain. Pontogeniculo-occipital waves, to be precise. Originating in the pons, a small but mighty region in the brain stem, these bursts of electrical activity ripple outward like sparks from a quiet fire. During REM sleep, the pons crackles to life, sending signals through the lateral geniculate nucleus, a visual relay station, to the occipital cortex, the brain's visual artist. These waves are like the opening notes of a dream, dimming the lights and drawing back the curtain before the mind's theater begins. Scientists believe PGO waves are a key trigger for the vivid imagery that defines REM dreams, those glowing landscapes, shifting skies, or improbable creatures that feel so real. That dream where you're navigating a river of stars or debating a philosophical crow. It likely owes its spark to these neural pulses igniting the visual cortex with bursts of inspiration. The science behind PGO waves is as mesmerizing as the dreams they help create. Studies show that these waves surge just before and during REM sleep, correlating with the rapid eye movements that give the stage its name. In animal studies, cats in particular, researchers found that disabling the pons disrupts both REM sleep and its vivid imagery, leaving sleep duller, less dreamlike. In humans, these waves are harder to measure, but brain scans hint at their role, showing synchronized bursts of activity linking the brainstem to visual regions. It's as if the pons is a conductor, waving its baton to cue the dream world's visuals, setting the stage for scenes that unfold without a script. This process doesn't just paint pictures, it ties them to the emotions and memories humming elsewhere in your brain, creating dreams that feel alive, urgent, even profound. But PGO waves are only part of the story. Enter the motor cortex, the brain's choreographer, tucked along the brain's outer ridges. By day, it directs your movements, lifting a cup, typing a message, or dancing to your favorite song. In dreams, it's just as active, scripting your dream self's actions. Ever dreamed of running from a shadowy beast, leaping over glowing chasms, or waltzing with a stranger under a starlit sky? That's your motor cortex at work, planning each step, spin, or sprint in the dream world. Yet remarkably, your body remains still, locked in a gentle paralysis called REM atonia. This is the brain's safety net, orchestrated by the brainstem, ensuring you don't act out your dreams and somersault off the bed. REM atonia is a quiet marvel, a delicate balance that keeps your dream world contained. Without it, your body might try to follow your dream self's lead, turning a vivid chase into a midnight tumble. The brainstem, working alongside the pons, sends signals to relax your muscles, leaving only your eyes and breath free to move. This paralysis is why your dream self can fly through clouds or battle a dragon, while your body lies serene, undisturbed. Rare disorders like REM sleep behavior disorder reveal what happens when this system falters. People may thrash, kick, or even walk, acting out their dreams with unintended consequences. These cases underscore the precision of REM atonia, a safeguard that lets your mind roam while your body rests, a silent pact between brain and body. The dance between PGO waves and the motor cortex is what makes dreams so immersive. The pons, through its PGO bursts, sparks the visual and sensory fireworks, cities that shimmer, skies that twist, creatures that defy naming. Meanwhile, the motor cortex choreographs your role in this world, letting you run, leap, or embrace without moving a muscle. Together they create a dream that's both spectacle and story, where you're both viewer and star. This interplay explains why dreams feel so real. Your brain is fully engaged, painting vivid scenes and scripting your actions, even as your body lies still. It's a private performance, staged in the dark, with neurons as the cast and crew. This neural collaboration also hints at dreams' deeper purpose. PGO waves, by triggering imagery, may help your brain process the day's sensory overload, weaving sights and sounds into memory's fabric. The motor cortex's activity, meanwhile, might rehearse actions or emotions, preparing you for waking challenges. That dream of dodging obstacles or embracing a loved one. It could be your brain practicing resilience or connection, strengthening neural pathways without risk. Scientists speculate these processes aid memory consolidation and emotional regulation, making dreams a silent workshop for mind and heart. As you nestle into sleep tonight, imagine the pons as a quiet spark, igniting PGO waves that light up your dream world with glowing vistas. Picture your motor cortex, ever the choreographer, scripting your dream self's adventures while REM atonia keeps you safe. Together, they weave a tapestry of sights and actions, a fleeting film that feels as real as life itself. Each dream, from a chase through a neon jungle to a quiet dance under a velvet sky, is a testament to your brain's boundless creativity, stitching together neurons in the dark. Let this nocturnal theatre unfold, knowing it's a gift of your mind's design, crafting stories that vanish with dawn but leave your soul just a little richer. As you drift into the soft embrace of sleep, your mind slips into a secret realm where the impossible unfolds. Cities of glass, skies of liquid starlight, or a library where books whisper their own stories. But what if, amidst this surreal tapestry, a quiet spark of awareness flickers? What if you realize mid-dream that none of it is real? Welcome to the enchanting world of lucid dreaming, a rare and wondrous state where you become the director of your own nocturnal theatre. Here, we'll explore the essence of lucid dreaming and the neural magic behind it, a delicate dance of consciousness that blurs the line between waking and dreaming, all within the gentle hush of REM sleep. Picture yourself wandering through a dream, a vast meadow where flowers hum soft melodies. Suddenly a subtle thought ripples through. This can't be real. The meadow shifts, the colors sharpen, and you know you're dreaming. This is lucid dreaming, a hybrid state where you're both asleep and awake, immersed in the dream world yet aware of its illusion. It's as if your mind opens one eye, smiling at the trick it's playing, and invites you to take the reins. You might choose to soar above the meadow, summon a long-lost friend, or reshape the flowers into a glowing constellation. The possibilities are as boundless as your imagination, limited only by the dream's fleeting nature. Lucid dreaming is more than a whimsical quirk. It's a profound feat of consciousness. Scientists describe it as a blend of REM sleep's vivid imagery and waking metacognition, the ability to think about your own thoughts. In a typical dream, you're a passenger, swept along by the mind's unscripted narrative. But in a lucid dream, you're both actor and audience, aware of the stage and free to improvise. This awareness lets you steer the dream, though control varies. Sometimes you shape every detail. Other times you're merely a knowing observer, marveling at the mind's creativity. It's a state that feels like magic, yet it's rooted in the quiet workings of your brain, a testament to its boundless flexibility. The neural basis of lucid dreaming is a quiet marvel, revealed through the lens of modern science. During REM sleep, your brain hums with activity, crafting vivid scenes while your body lies still in REM atonia. In a typical dream, the prefrontal cortex, the seat of logic, self-awareness and decision-making, takes a backseat, letting the dream world's absurdity flow unchecked. This is why you accept, without question, a talking cat or a staircase to nowhere. But in lucid dreaming, something extraordinary happens. Parts of the prefrontal cortex, particularly the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, flicker back to life. This region, tied to self-reflection and critical thinking, is what sparks that moment of realization. I'm dreaming. It's as if a dim light switches on, illuminating the dream's illusion without shattering it. Brain scans of lucid dreamers offer a glimpse into this neural alchemy. Studies show a unique signature. The dreamlike chaos of REM sleep, with its vivid imagery and emotional intensity, merges with pockets of waking-like coherence in the prefrontal cortex. It's a delicate balance. Too much prefrontal activity and you'd wake, too little and you'd stay lost in the dream's flow. This hybrid state is what makes lucid dreaming so rare and fragile, a tightrope walk between consciousness and surrender. In sleep labs, trained lucid dreamers have even signaled researchers from within their dreams using pre-agreed eye movements, left, left, detected by monitors. Imagine it, a dreamer, eyes closed, body still, sending a message from the dream world like a soft Morse code from the mind's depths. It's as close as we've come to touching the dreaming mind in real time. This reactivation of the prefrontal cortex explains why lucid dreams feel so vivid, so intentional. With self-awareness restored, you can question the dream's rules. Why not fly? And bend them to your will. Yet the rest of the REM brain keeps humming, painting surreal landscapes and stirring emotions, ensuring the dream retains its otherworldly glow. The amygdala, the emotional heart, still amplifies feelings, so your lucid flight might spark joy as intense as any waking triumph. The occipital lobe, the visual artist, keeps crafting vibrant scenes, making your dream world as rich as a waking sunset. It's a symphony of neural players with the prefrontal cortex as the quiet conductor, guiding the dream without waking you. Lucid dreaming's rarity adds to its allure. Some stumble into it by chance, caught off guard by a dream's oddity, a clock melting, a mirror showing no reflection, and suddenly realizing the truth. For others, it's a skill honed through practice, a deliberate journey into the mind's depths. The science behind it hints at why it's elusive. The prefrontal cortex's reactivation is fleeting, easily disrupted by the dream's tide or the pull of wakefulness. Yet when it happens, it's a revelation, a moment where you hold the dream world in your hands, shaping it like clay under starlight. As you nestle into sleep tonight, imagine the possibility of this spark, a moment where you pause in a dream and see it for what it is. Picture your prefrontal cortex, the quiet hero, flickering awake to guide you through a world of your own making. Whether you're exploring a glowing forest or simply marveling at the dream's illusion, lucid dreaming is a gift, a chance to play with consciousness in the soft safety of sleep. It's a reminder of your mind's infinite wonder, crafting worlds within worlds. All you need to do is dream, and perhaps, just perhaps, wake within that dream to claim its magic as your own. As you drift into the tender embrace of sleep, your mind slips into a realm where the ordinary bends and the impossible blooms, a world of glowing rivers, talking trees, or skies that shimmer with forgotten songs. But what if, in the midst of this nocturnal pageant, a quiet realization dawns? What if you suddenly know you're dreaming and seize the reins of this fleeting theatre? Welcome to the spellbinding art of lucid dreaming, where you become both dreamer and director, shaping the narrative of your slumber. Let's explore the techniques that coax this rare state to life, a gentle craft that blends intention, practice, and a touch of wonder to unlock the mind's hidden stage. Lucid dreaming is a delicate dance of consciousness, where you awaken within your dream, aware of its illusion, yet immersed in its vivid glow. It's as if your mind whispers, "This is my creation," and invites you to play. You might soar over mountains, summon a childhood friend, or turn a stormy sea into a tranquil meadow, all while tucked safely in bed. The techniques to achieve this are like keys to a secret garden, each requiring patience and a sprinkle of curiosity. They're not foolproof, but they open the door to a world where you're both star and storyteller, crafting adventures that defy the waking world's rules. One of the most accessible methods is the mild technique, mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, a gentle ritual to plant the seed of awareness. Picture yourself waking after 5 hours of sleep when REM cycles are ripe. As you lie in the quiet dark, you focus on a single intention. Next time I'm dreaming, I'll know I'm dreaming. You repeat this mantra softly, like a lullaby, letting it sink into your mind as you drift back to sleep. To deepen the spell, visualize a recent dream, perhaps one where you wandered a glowing forest, and imagine recognizing its unreality. See yourself pausing, saying, "This is a dream," and taking flight. This practice, rooted in studies by psychologist Stephen LaBerge, primes your mind to carry that awareness into sleep like a note tucked into your subconscious. Research shows mild can boost lucid dreaming rates, especially when paired with vivid recall, making it a favorite for beginners eager to explore their inner worlds. Another path is the wild technique, wake-initiated lucid dreaming, a bolder, more advanced journey. Here you aim to step directly from wakefulness into a lucid dream, keeping your mind alert as your body surrenders to sleep. As you lie still, you focus on a mental anchor, a sound, a sensation, or a repeating image like waves lapping ashore. Slowly, your body sinks into sleep, but your consciousness lingers, crossing the threshold into a dream you can shape from the start. It's like walking through a door into a new realm, fully aware. Wild can be intense, sometimes sparking hypnagogic hallucinations, flashes of light, voices, or fleeting scenes as you hover between states. These are normal, like ripples in the mind's twilight, but they require calm focus to navigate. Studies suggest wild works best during naps or after brief awakenings when the brain is primed for REM. It's a technique for the patient, those willing to linger at sleep's edge to claim its magic. A simpler yet powerful method is the reality check, a habit woven into your waking day to spark lucidity at night. Throughout your routine, pause and ask, "Am I dreaming?" Test the world's fabric. Push a finger against your palm. If it passes through, you're dreaming. Or glance at a clock, look away, then look again. Dream clocks often shift erratically. Read a sentence twice. In dreams, words morph or vanish. By making these checks a daily ritual, 10-20 times a day, you train your mind to question reality. In a dream, this habit persists, and when the clock melts or the text blurs, you'll know. Research shows reality checks increase lucid dreaming frequency as they build a reflex of awareness that carries into sleep. It's like leaving breadcrumbs for your dreaming self to follow, guiding you to that moment of clarity. These techniques, Mild's gentle mantra, Wild's bold crossing, reality checks, quiet vigilance, aren't magic spells but invitations to your mind's potential. They require practice, as lucid dreaming is rare, with only about 20% of people experiencing it naturally. Studies, like those from the Lucidity Institute, show training can double or triple success rates, but it's a journey, not a switch. Each method taps into the brain's plasticity, coaxing the prefrontal cortex to flicker awake during REM, sparking self-awareness without shattering the dream. The reward is a space where you can explore, create, or simply marvel at your mind's boundless stage. As you settle into bed tonight, picture these techniques as soft keys to a hidden door. Whisper a mantra, test reality's edges, or linger at sleep's threshold, and you might step into a dream where you're the master. Imagine flying over a city of stars, reshaping clouds with a thought, or facing a fear with newfound courage, all within the safety of sleep. These methods are your guide, blending science and wonder to unlock a world where your mind is free to play, unmoored from gravity or doubt. Let your brain weave its magic, knowing that with practice, you might wake within your dreams, a quiet creator in the tender dark, directing stories that vanish with dawn but linger in your soul. As you nestle into the soft cradle of sleep, your mind unfurls a canvas where the bizarre and beautiful collide. Cities that shimmer like dreams, skies that sing, or forests where shadows whisper secrets. Lucid dreaming, that rare gift of waking within a dream, offers a chance to shape this nocturnal world. But what draws us to this ethereal art? Why chase the fleeting power to fly, rewrite nightmares, or explore the mind's uncharted corners? The allure of lucid dreaming lies in its blend of wonder, healing, and creativity, a delicate dance of freedom and focus that transforms sleep into a playground for the soul. Yet, like any magic, it comes with gentle cautions, a reminder to tread lightly in the dream world's glow. What makes lucid dreaming so captivating? For many, it's pure joy, a chance to break the chains of gravity and logic. Imagine soaring over a golden ocean, the wind a soft song against your skin, or wandering a castle where every door opens to a new adventure. In a lucid dream, you're not bound by physics or propriety. You can breathe underwater, summon a dragon, or dance with a star. This freedom is intoxicating, a rare space where your imagination reigns supreme. Studies suggest that lucid dreamers report profound delight in these experiences as the brain's reward centers light up, mirroring the thrill of waking triumphs. It's play in its purest form, a reminder of childhood's boundless wonder, reclaimed in the quiet of night. Beyond fun, lucid dreaming holds a deeper promise: healing. For those haunted by nightmares, especially from trauma or PTSD, it's a beacon of hope. Imagine facing a recurring monster, heart racing, only to realize, this is my dream. With practice, you can turn the beast into a friend, rewrite the chase into a stroll, or simply dissolve the fear. Techniques like imagery rehearsal therapy, where you reimagine nightmares while awake, pair beautifully with lucid dreaming, empowering dreamers to reclaim their sleep. Research, including studies from the University of Montreal, shows that lucid dreaming can reduce nightmare frequency and intensity, offering relief where waking therapies alone may falter. For trauma survivors, this control can be transformative, a quiet act of defiance against the mind's darker shadows, turning sleep into a sanctuary. This therapeutic potential extends beyond nightmares. Lucid dreaming can be a space to process grief, confront fears, or rehearse courage. Dream of a lost loved one, and you might hold them once more, finding solace in their dream world embrace. Or face a phobia, say heights, by climbing a dream mountain, safe in the knowledge it's not real. Psychologists note that such dream work can soften waking anxieties, as the brain treats dreamed actions much like real ones, building confidence neuron by neuron. It's a gentle therapy, woven into sleep, where your mind can heal without the weight of conscious effort. Creativity is another jewel in lucid dreaming's crown. Artists, writers, and thinkers have long drawn from the dream world's well, and lucid dreaming amplifies this. Picture Salvador Dali, who courted sleep's edge to mine surreal images, or filmmaker Christopher Nolan, whose Inception drew inspiration from lucid dreams. In a lucid dream, you can design a painting, compose a melody, or solve a puzzle, tapping the mind's unfiltered genius. Scientists, too, benefit, chemist Auguste Kekulé's dream of a snake biting its tail birthed the benzene ring structure. Studies from the Max Planck Institute suggest lucid dreaming enhances divergent thinking, letting you explore ideas too wild for waking logic. It's a studio where your mind experiments free from judgment, crafting insights that linger like stardust when you wake. Lucid dreaming also offers a playground for skill building. Athletes, for instance, can rehearse moves in dreams, as the motor cortex treats dreamed actions much like real ones. A skier might practice a jump, refining technique in a dream world slope. Public speakers can face dream crowds, easing waking nerves. Research from Heidelberg University shows that such mental rehearsal boosts performance, as the brain strengthens neural pathways during sleep. It's a quiet edge, honed in the dream world, where effort feels like play. Yet this magic comes with gentle caveats. Lucid dreaming straddles sleep and wakefulness, and overzealous practice, especially techniques like wild that disrupt sleep cycles, can fray rest's delicate threads. Frequent awakenings or intense focus on lucidity might leave you groggy, as deep sleep or REM phases get shortchanged. Studies, including those from the Sleep Research Society, warn that poor sleep quality can dull mood and focus, countering lucid dreaming's benefits. Balance is key. Chasing lucidity nightly risks turning a gift into a chore. Like tending a dream garden, it's best nurtured with care, not obsession, ensuring sleep remains a haven, not a task. Another caution is the dream world's intensity. For some, lucid dreams feel too vivid, blurring the line between sleep and reality. Rare cases report lingering disorientation, especially with techniques like wild that flirt with sleep paralysis, a fleeting, eerie state where you're awake but can't move, sometimes with shadowy hallucinations. These are harmless, passing in moments, but can unsettle the unprepared. Training with guidance, like through mindfulness or structured programs, helps ease these risks, grounding you in the dream world's flow. Ultimately, lucid dreaming is a testament to the mind's boundless wonder, a chance to explore, heal, and create in a realm uniquely yours. Its applications, from joy to therapy to artistry, make it a quiet superpower, accessible with practice. As you slip into sleep tonight, picture this possibility, a dream where you pause, smile, and know it's yours to shape. Whether you fly, mend a wound, or paint a new world, let the dream world be your canvas. With Mild's mantra, Wild's Crossing, or reality checks, vigilance, you hold the key. Dream gently, dream boldly, and know your mind is weaving magic, a soft symphony of freedom that fades with dawn but leaves your soul alight. As you drift into the gentle tide of sleep, your mind spins vibrant worlds, cities of starlight, forests that hum, or skies where clouds dance to forgotten melodies. But what of the creatures around you curled up in their own quiet corners? Do animals dream wandering their own inner landscapes as they rest? The question is as old as our bond with the wild, and science offers a soft, shimmering answer. Yes, animals likely dream, their brains weaving tales we can only imagine. Let's explore the evidence, a delicate tapestry of neural whispers and behaviors that suggest our fellow creatures share the gift of dreaming, a silent symphony played in the dark. Picture a dog, paws twitching, whimpering softly as it sleeps by the hearth, or a cat, its whiskers quivering as if chasing a phantom mouse through a meadow of slumber. These aren't random movements, they're windows into a dreaming mind. Scientists have long suspected animals dream, but evidence began to crystallize in the 20th century through studies that peered into the brains of our companions. The key lies in REM, sleep, that vivid stage where human dreams bloom most brightly. Rapid eye movement sleep, marked by darting eyes and a still body, isn't unique to us. It's a hallmark of mammals and birds, and even some reptiles, hinting at a shared neural stage for dreaming across the animal kingdom. One of the earliest clues came from cats, those enigmatic dreamers. In the 1950s, French neuroscientist Michel Jouvet conducted experiments that reshaped our understanding. By disabling rematonia, the paralysis that keeps us from acting out dreams, in sleeping cats he observed remarkable behavior. These cats, still deep in REM, rose and moved, stalking invisible prey, pouncing or grooming with eyes closed. They weren't awake. They were living their dreams, their brains scripting chases or battles in a vivid inner world. Jouvet called them paradoxical sleepers, a nod to the paradox of a brain so active, yet a body so still. These findings suggested that cats, like humans, experience dreams rich with action and intent, perhaps pursuing dream mice through dream alleys under a dream moon. Dogs, too, offer heartwarming evidence. Studies show their REM cycles mirror ours, with bursts of brain activity and subtle movements, twitching paws, flicking tails, or soft barks. Puppies and senior dogs dream more often, their REM phases longer, as if youth and age crave more time in the dream world. Owners know the signs, a Labrador's legs churning as if racing through fields, or a terrier's muffled yips, chasing a squirrel only it can see. These behaviors align with neural patterns seen in human REM, suggesting dogs dream of their waking joys, running, playing, or sniffing endless trails. It's a tender thought your loyal friend asleep might be reliving a romp in the park or guarding you in a dream world adventure. Rats, unlikely stars of dream research, provide some of the most compelling evidence. In a groundbreaking 2001 study at MIT, researchers taught rats to navigate a maze, mapping their hippocampal neurons, cells that fire in specific places like a mental GPS. As the rats ran, these place cells lit up in unique patterns. Later, during REM sleep, the same patterns replayed, as if the rats were dreaming their way through the maze again. Some sequences even suggested they were exploring new paths, not just replaying the day's route. It's a haunting image, a rat, eyes closed, scampering through a dream maze, its brain refining memories or testing possibilities. This neural replay, also seen in humans, supports the idea that dreams help process experiences, a function shared across species. Birds add a melodic note to this story. Songbirds, like zebra finches, show REM-like sleep states, with brain activity akin to mammals. In studies, their vocal muscles twitch during sleep, and neurons tied to singing fire in patterns matching their daytime songs. It's as if they're rehearsing their melodies in a dream world concert hall, perfecting trills under an imagined sky. This vocal dream singing suggests birds not only dream, but may use dreams to hone skills, much like humans dreaming of a speech or a dance. The thought of a finch, asleep, warbling a silent aria is as poetic as it is scientific, a glimpse into a mind alive with music, even in repose. Even less familiar creatures hint at dreaming. Octopuses, with their complex brains, show sleep-like states and color-shifting patterns during rest, suggesting a dream world of coral reefs or clever escapes. Reptiles, like bearded dragons, exhibit REM-like cycles, though their dreams, if they exist, remain a mystery, perhaps flickers of sunlit rocks or fleeting prey. These findings stretch the boundaries of dreaming, suggesting it's an ancient trait woven into the neural fabric of life long before humans gazed at stars. The evidence is clear. Mammals and birds at least likely dream, their brains active in REM with patterns echoing waking behaviors. Neural replays, twitching limbs, and silent songs paint a picture of inner worlds as rich as our own, though we can't know their stories. A rat's dream maze, a dog's dream chase, or a bird's dream song are as real to them as your flight through a glowing dream sky is to you. This shared gift binds us to the animal world, a reminder that consciousness, in all its forms, seeks to wander even in the quiet of sleep. As you settle into bed tonight, glance at your sleeping pet, or imagine the wild creatures beyond your window. Picture their brains, like yours, spinning tales in the dark, dogs bounding through dream fields, birds singing dream arias, rats exploring dream mazes. Know that dreaming is a universal thread, stitching us to the living world. Let your mind drift, trusting it to weave its own stories, and marvel that in this silent hour, countless creatures are dreaming too, each in their own soft, secret light. As you sink into the soft hush of sleep, your mind weaves a tapestry of impossible worlds, cities that pulse with light, seas that sing, or meadows where flowers whisper forgotten tales. But what of the creatures sharing this quiet night? If animals dream, as science suggests, what stories fill their slumber? Do dogs chase spectral rabbits through endless fields? Do birds soar through skies of their own making? The content of animal dreams is a delicate mystery, a shimmering veil we can only peer through with wonder and guesswork. Let's explore this ethereal question, imagining the dreamscapes of our fellow creatures, guided by clues from their waking lives and the gentle hum of their sleeping brains. The idea of animal dreams captivates us because it mirrors our own nocturnal wanderings. We dream of our days, work, love, fears, joys, recast in surreal hues. Science, through studies of REM sleep, tells us animals likely do the same, their brains replaying fragments of their lives in the safety of sleep. Rats, for instance, show neural patterns in REM that echo their maze-running days, suggesting they revisit or reimagine their scurrying paths. Dogs twitch and whimper, their paws dancing as if racing through grass. Birds' vocal neurons fire, hinting at silent songs. These clues point to dreams rooted in waking experience, but the details, what a rat's maze looks like or a dog's chase feels like, remain tantalizingly out of reach. Their dreams, like ours, are private theatres, lit by the unique glow of their minds. Consider a dog curled by your side, its breath a soft rhythm. In waking life, it bounds through parks, sniffs trails, or barks at passing shadows. Its REM sleep, rich with twitches and muffled yips, likely draws from these joys. Picture its dream world, a sprawling field, grass tickling its paws, a squirrel darting just ahead, always out of reach but thrilling to chase. Or perhaps it's a memory of you, tossing a ball under a dream sun, the warmth of your bond reborn in sleep. Studies show dogs' hippocampal neurons tied to memory and place, fire in REM, much like ours do when we dream of familiar haunts. Their dreams might blend the thrill of a run with the comfort of home, a sensory collage of smells, sounds and love, painted in the vivid palette of REM. Cats, those enigmatic companions, offer another glimpse. Their REM sleep mirrors ours, with whisker twitches and paw flicks suggesting a dream world hunt. In waking life, cats stalk, pounce, and nap in sunbeams, their world a ballet of instinct and ease. A cat's dream might be a shadowy forest, alive with rustling leaves and phantom mice, its paws flexing as it leaps in pursuit. Or it could be a cozy dream lap, warmed by a human's touch, a memory of purring contentment. Research on cats, like Michel Jouvet's 1950s experiments, showed them acting out dream hunts when rematonia was disabled, stalking invisible prey with eerie grace. Their dreams, then, might be a vivid echo of their predatory grace, a nocturnal stage where instinct plays without consequence. Birds add a poetic note. Songbirds, like zebra finches, show REM-like sleep with neural bursts tied to their waking songs. Imagine a finch's dream, a treetop stage under a twilight sky, its throat trilling a melody only it hears, or perhaps it's soaring through a dream forest, wings cutting through air thick with music, practicing flight or song in a world unbound by gravity. Studies suggest birds' dreams may reinforce learning, as their vocal muscles twitch in sleep, mirroring daytime practice. A bird's dream world might be a symphony of sound and motion, a place where it hones its art or simply revels in the joy of being aloft, a feathered poet in a private sky. What of wilder creatures? A horse, galloping in its waking life, might dream of endless plains, hooves thundering under a dreamstorm's roar. Its REM twitches, seen in sleep studies, hint at such scenes, its brain replaying the rhythm of its stride. A dolphin, gliding through oceans, might dream of diving through coral mazes, its sonar clicks echoing in a liquid dream world. Even octopuses, with their color-shifting sleep states, might dream of weaving through reefs, arms curling around imagined treasures. These speculations draw from their waking behaviors, as science suggests dreams reflect life's patterns. Each creature's dream is a mirror of its world, shaped by its senses: smell for dogs, song for birds, motion for horses, or touch for octopuses. But dreams aren't mere replays. Like ours, animal dreams likely twist reality into surreal shapes. A dog's field might morph into a glowing labyrinth, its squirrels sprouting wings. A bird's sky could ripple into a sea of stars, its song a duet with the wind. The brain's creativity, unbound in REM, blends memory with imagination, creating worlds that feel true, yet defy logic. This surrealism might serve a purpose, rehearsing skills, processing emotions, or exploring possibilities in a safe space. A rat's dream maze could test new paths, a cat's hunt could sharpen instinct, a bird's song could perfect its craft, all in the dream world's forgiving glow. We can't know the precise colors of these dreams, as animal minds are their own mysteries. A dog's sense of smell, far richer than ours, might paint its dreams with scents we can't fathom, a dream trail alive with 1,000 odors. A bird's ultraviolet vision could craft skies we'd never see. Their dreams, like ours, are shaped by their biology, a private language of sensation and memory. Yet the shared neural roots of REM, its role in memory, learning, and emotion, suggest a universal thread. Dreams are a space to live, feel, and grow, whether you're human, hound, or hawk. As you settle into sleep tonight, glance at the creatures around you. A dog snoring softly, a cat curled tight, or birds silent in distant trees. Imagine their dream worlds alive with chases, songs, or gallops as vivid as your own. Picture a horse racing through a dream plain, a dolphin dancing in a dream sea, or a finch singing to a dream dawn. Know that dreaming binds us, a quiet gift shared across the living world. Let your mind weave its tales, trusting that, in this tender hour, countless creatures are dreaming too, each painting their own story in the gentle dark. As you surrender to the quiet pull of sleep, your mind spins a delicate web of worlds, skies that shimmer with unspoken songs, forests that pulse with secrets, or seas where stars swim. But what of the creatures resting beside you, or beyond your window, in the wild night? If animals dream, as science whispers, do they, too, face shadows in their slumber? Do dogs flee dream foes, or birds tremble in dream storms? The possibility of animal nightmares and the philosophical questions they raise invites us to ponder the depth of their inner lives. Let's explore this tender mystery, weaving science and wonder to imagine the dreams, bright or dark, that dance in the minds of our fellow creatures, and what they mean for our shared existence. The idea that animals might experience nightmares is both haunting and humbling. Just as our dreams can twist joy into fear, a missed flight becoming a fall from the sky, animal dreams rooted in their waking lives may harbor darker shades. Dogs, with their twitching paws and soft whimpers in REM sleep, might chase a dream rabbit only for the scene to shift, a shadow looming, or a familiar path turning treacherous. Cats, whose sleep hunts mimic waking prowls, could face dream predators, their whiskers quivering as they flee an unseen threat. Even birds, silent in their dream songs, might dream of storms that steal their wings. These are speculations, but they stem from science. REM sleep, shared across mammals and birds, is a stage where emotions run vivid, and the amygdala, the brain's emotional heart, glows with intensity, amplifying fear as easily as joy. Evidence for animal nightmares is subtle but compelling. Dogs sometimes wake from REM with startled barks or trembling, behaviors that mirror human nightmare responses. In sleep studies, their heart rates spike during certain REM bursts, suggesting distress akin to our own bad dreams. Rats, whose neurons replay maze running in sleep, show stress-like patterns when exposed to threats before resting, hinting that fear may seep into their dreams. A 2016 study on rodents found that traumatic experiences altered REM activity, much like in humans with PTSD, suggesting nightmares could haunt their slumber too. For animals in harsh environments, wild wolves facing predators or birds fleeing storms, dreams might rehearse these dangers, as the threat simulation theory proposes, but at the cost of restful peace. A wolf might dream of a rival's snarl, or a finch of a hawk's shadow, their brains processing survival in a vivid, unsettling theatre. Nightmares in humans are dreams gone awry, where the amygdala's fear outpaces the prefrontal cortex's calm. Animals with simpler cognitive filters may experience this raw emotional surge even more keenly. Their dreams, like ours, draw from life's textures, joyful chases, warm nests, but also threats and losses. A dog abandoned before rescue might dream of cold streets, its whimpers a silent echo of past pain. A horse, once spooked by a storm, could relive thunder in its sleep, its hooves twitching in a dream gallop. These possibilities tug at the heart, reminding us that if animals dream, they may share our vulnerability to fear, their minds as tender as our own in the dark. This raises profound philosophical questions. What does it mean for a creature to dream, to fear, to feel in a world we can't enter? If a dog wakes trembling from a nightmare, does it carry that shadow into its day as we do? Do animals reflect on their dreams, or do they dissolve like mist, leaving only a mood? Unlike humans, animals lack language to share their inner worlds, but their behaviors, cowering after a startled wake or seeking comfort, hint at an emotional depth we're only beginning to grasp. Cognitive science suggests consciousness varies across species, yet REM's role in memory and emotion implies a shared capacity for experience. A cat's dream hunt, a bird's dream flight, or a rat's dream maze aren't just neural static, they're lived moments, as real to them as our dreams are to us. This shared dreaming challenges our view of animals. If they dream, they're not mere instinct machines, but beings with inner lives, capable of joy and fear in a realm beyond our reach. This realization deepens our responsibility to treat them with kindness, knowing their sleep, like ours, may hold both wonder and worry. A dog curled by your side isn't just resting, it's wandering a dream world you'll never see, perhaps facing fears you'll never know. This empathy reshapes our bond, urging us to create lives where their waking and dreaming hours are safe and warm. Philosophically, animal dreaming blurs the line between human and other. If a finch dreams of singing or a dolphin of diving, are their dreams less real than ours? Do their nightmares carry less weight? These questions echo debates on animal consciousness. If dreams reflect a self-aware mind, even faintly, then animals possess a spark of something akin to our own sentience. This doesn't mean a rat ponders its maze dreams, but it suggests a lived experience, a subjective world we can't dismiss. As philosopher Thomas Nagel asked, "What is it like to be a bat?" We might now wonder, what is it like to dream as a bat, soaring through a dream cave or fleeing a dream shadow? As you settle into sleep tonight, glance at the creatures near you, a cat's gentle purr, a dog's soft snore, or the distant call of a nightbird. Picture their dream worlds alive with chases, songs, or storms as vivid as your own. Imagine a dog fleeing a dream foe, its heart racing until it wakes to your touch, or a bird trembling in a dream gale, only to find dawn's calm. Know that nightmares, if they come, are part of the dreaming gift, a sign of minds alive with feeling, shared across the living world. Let your own dreams unfold, trusting they weave joy or face fears in safety, and hold space for the silent dreams of others, each creature painting its own story in the tender dark. In this quiet hour, we're all dreamers, human and animal, bound by the fragile, fleeting magic of sleep.